Welcome Straight Outta Weston-super-Mare's number one podcast. Before I kick into this podcast, I just want to say a massive thank you to these sponsors here. These local businesses help support this podcast, and without them, I won't be able to do this, so massive thank you to these businesses. So today on the podcast, we have got the new Mayor of Weston-super-Mare, Martin. Hello.
Hello.
I've been waiting for this moment for ages.
So have I.
Yeah. And I've just got to say that bling really suits you.
Thank you. Yeah, I wear it everywhere. It's my new fashion item.
It is very nice, and it brings out the colour of your eyes. Lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't get compliments like that.
But you're fresh.
Newly minted.
Newly minted. Yeah. How do you become the mayor?
How do you become the mayor? It's a good question, actually, because a lot of people don't know. You have to be an elected councillor. Yeah. So every 4 years we have local elections, and it's for the town council, which is the parish council in Weston-super-Mare. The councillors get elected, and then in the first meeting, they will decide somebody to go forward as mayor, and they get voted by all the councillors there and put in. And it's not a political position, but it tends to have a sort of a councillors' agreement that it goes around the parties in sort of an order
and makes it fair.
So everybody gets an opportunity. So it goes Labour, Liberal, Conservative, goes around there, and if any other parties are in, they'd fall into that line. Yeah. So everybody gets a chance to put in people forward. And then you get elected as mayor, then you get a deputy mayor elected from the next party in line in respect, and they shadow you for the year, and you have a year of owning things and going around, wearing the bling and about the town,
Because I had this impression it was like a big hat, you chuck your names in, and it's like, right, who's the mayor?
They have like a really good competitive game of bingo.
Yeah, bingo!
And then they have a mayor making ceremony every year, which sounds really grand, but it's a very odd sort of traditional meeting. It's a bit like a really rubbish version of Doctor Who.
Really?
So it's like my one, an old man went out the room with a dressing gown on, then a slightly fatter man came back in wearing it, and that's kind of it. Okay. There's no magic or a scene, it's kind of that's it. That's me. And then you sit in the big chair for the first time and go, oh my God, what do I do now?
I was going to say, when you sit in like your big mayor chair, what does that feel like? You're like,
it's a bit different. It's not because you're not in. It's not in the town council chamber. It's in North Somerset's council chamber. Oh, really? So you're a guest, I suppose. It's quite a comfy chair, but of course you don't normally have. Most mayors don't have the opportunity to sit in it or even run a meeting before they're actually mayor. I was lucky by sheer fluke. The previous mayor was away, and the council meeting got moved. Really? So I ended up sitting in that council meeting, so I actually got to chair a meeting, so I had a bit of practice. But normally most mayors don't. They're sort of thrown at the deep end, and you've got all these people looking back at you going, you should know what you're doing. I should know what I'm doing, but I don't. And then but you've got some brilliant officers either side of you sort of saying you should be doing that.
Yeah.
Or Kieran, the leader of the town council, who's been mayor before, going, you need to do this now. Oh, yeah.
So previous mayors give you like mayor tips?
Yes. Oh, yeah, loads of mayor tips. Yes, nice. I've had loads of mayor tips and stuff. I was very lucky because I was deputy mayor once before.
Yeah.
And then on the election, I got done by the election curse because it was election year, and whoever was deputy in election year has normally lost the election, really? And then you just become a normal person again.
Right. So
it's quite a good leveler. Brings you back down to earth with a bump. 1 minute, and it actually was quite funny because my company had the cleaning contract for Grove House, so literally I sent a picture to the new mayor of me cleaning the mayor's toilet.
Oh, brilliant!
Going, how the mighty have fallen. 1 minute I'm deputy mayor, now I'm cleaning the toilet. But yeah, it was just 4 years. And then I got re-elected again, but you get lots of tips. So Mike Lyle was the mayor I worked under before. He was great, but this time around I got to work under John Crawford-Hawley. It was brilliant. He was a great mentor, taught me stuff. Told me off when I didn't do things right. Proper school teacher, but he was brilliant. He was really good. And then you got James Clayton, Calliford, Kieran and Alan Pete, loads of just sort of giving you tips, and then if you need any advice, you've got like a big brain trust there if you need it.
That's really good. Like ex-mayors, there's no like competition kind of thing.
No, they're all there, sort of all there to help, and they've done it, so they don't normally get to do it again. So there's no sort of. They're quite happy to help. You don't want to see anybody fail because it's for the benefit of the town and for you, and it's quite special to you. So they want to see you succeed, which is nice. And you've got an amazing civic officer as well.
Really? Oh, okay.
So Chris Millard originally, and now Rebecca, who's absolutely awesome. They are the font of knowledge, and they help you out and give you tips and advice and guide you and stuff. So it's very helpful. So
you're not just thrown it at the deep end and
you've got a whole team behind you to back you up as well. And then if you've got, I'm very lucky. Owen is my deputy. We get on like house on fire. So having him, we're just like a little team. We're like Statler and Waldorf out of the Muppets, I suppose, for the year. And then we've got Brenda, the mayoress, and then of course Linda, Owen's wife. So we've got a little team there, so that's quite nice. So we're gonna have. I'm really looking forward to the year. Actually, we're gonna have good fun, and
because that would be a bit awkward. Do you know? Obviously, with different political parties, and there's a bit of rivalry.
I think that's probably happening in the party. It can be. Not everyone. Not everyone's going to get on with everyone. Yeah. We were just lucky. We sort of our politics just didn't matter. We just kind of got on and had a laugh, and we became really good mates out of it. And it's sort of actually, we're just here to have fun for the year and do a really good job for the town, which I think will be great. And it sets. And Owen's not really seen a lot of that side because I've been deputy before. I had an advantage. I kind of knew what I was doing.
Yeah,
he's not. So me and Brenda can help him and Linda out this year and make sure they're going to do some joint events and stuff. So normally the mayor and the deputy don't go to events together, but me and John did last year because we got on. We went and did things. So we're going to do the same with Owen so that we give him a chance to see how things are done and everything.
Yeah, it's kind of like
bit of training.
Puppy
training.
Mayor training.
Mayor, deputy puppy training.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
But and it worked really well because I saw some of how John operated, and that was a good sort of learning curve for me. But the best advice I've ever had, and John, they've all said it, John especially, be yourself.
Yeah.
Don't try and be someone else. Just be yourself. Just be me. Yeah. Try not to be clumsy and fall over and break it. But we'll see. There's a whole year to go.
Exactly. Yeah. So my next question is, how did you get into like politics and this kind of?
So I've always been. I was always brought up by my parents to sort of. Get involved in your community, not look for what you can get out of it, look what you can put into it. So from a young age, I've always done stuff, done charity things. I did many years at World Junior Football Club as a coach and as chairman. Then I was in the Coast Guard for 10 years as a volunteer rescue officer. I did 10 years in the Coast Guard, sort of cliff rescue, mud rescue, which was wicked. And then I kind of came out of that because I injured my knee. And someone sort of said to me, come and join us for an event or something, and I ended up going to a Conservative event, did some bits with them and stuff, and then the elections came along, and they sort of said, do you want to put your name forward and just be a paper candidate? You won't win. It'll be fine. You won't win.
You won't
win, and I did. Right. Okay. What do I do now? And I kind of got into politics, and I always had an interest in politics anyway. More American politics when I was younger. I used to, a bit of a nerd on American politics, not British ones, but got into it. Loved doing things in my community again. I was a councillor for Milton back then for the district and the town, and I sat on the Avon Fire Authority as well. So I spent 4 great years doing things in the local area, getting involved with stuff, and then. Obviously, the good people of Milton gave me 4-year rest. Nice. I thought I looked a bit tired, needed a break. So I had a nice break for 4 years. And now I'm back in Cllr and Wilbury, where I live and I've grown up. So just being able to help people in my community, the stuff you get to do is wicked, and that look on people's faces when you can actually help them out and solve what could sometimes be quite a big problem for them is great fun to do. And that's also one of the things I love about being mayor is you get to see something that no one else will get to see, which is you go and see these amazing people doing amazing things, and for that few minutes you get to make their world.
Yeah.
And because they're like, oh my god, the mayor's come and seen what I'm doing, and it's wicked, and you ask any mayor, you can't bottle that because it's just awesome.
Yeah.
It's wicked. It's the best feeling. So that's why I got into politics, and that's kind of why I want to be mayor is I want to show off the town I've grown up in. I love so much amazing stuff in Weston. People don't give it credit. You've done a really good job on showing off some of the best bits in the town.
Thank you for that. And
people as well. And it's just a wicked place to be. I don't like it when people run it down. It's got its problems. Don't get me wrong. Everyone has. And we shouldn't shy away from them. You need to highlight those sometimes because that's how you fix them.
Yeah.
But it's about the amazing things that go on in this town. It's just phenomenal. There's some great people here, and it's a great place to live. I mean, I didn't go anywhere near the beach when I lived here when I was younger for years until I joined the Coast Guard, and I spent 10 years on a sea and couldn't get me away from the place. And you realise, wow, we're so lucky.
This is awesome. On our doorstep.
You walk down there, and some days, and it's like it could be anywhere. It's sunny. The sea is flat. You got amazing views. You got the Mendips just up there, Bristol, Bath. It's just Cardiff.
It's I always think Weston's an amazing town, but it's such a great hub. You can go either way, and you can be in some amazing places.
Yeah, I mean, my auntie and uncle live down in Devon, and to get to the airport, they got to drive nearly 2 hours to get here. Yeah. We got 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And 20 minutes from Bristol.
Well, you can catch the bus.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Even better. 40 minutes, you want a train or a bus, you're in Bath. Yeah. Under 2 hours, you're in Cardiff. It's just crazy. 2 hours to London. We are in a really nice spot. Yeah. And it's a beautiful, beautiful town. It's just a bit tired. It just needs a bit of help. Yeah. There's no point running it down if you might as well get in and get stuck in and sort it out.
Yeah.
Do something about it rather than whinge about it.
This is it. This is what started me on my journey. Yeah. Like, I was sick of people slating it and saying it's the worst place ever. And I was like, that's not my experience. Yeah. I came from Lancashire. I came down for a long weekend. And I think 16 years on, I never went back. I fell in love with Weston.
No. I mean, I was born in Bristol. My parents moved here because of work. And that's it. We've been here. My brothers hated it. They wanted to go back. They're much older than me. They wanted to be back in Bristol. Yeah. Now, they don't want to know. Well, one of them lives in Holland, so it doesn't really matter. But the other one his family here, everything, loves it. And it's a great place to raise his kids. And if you asked him, would you rather raise them in Bristol? No. Yeah. Weston's perfect because you've just got everything. And it is that thing. Don't run it down. Get up your arse to do something about it.
Yeah, because it's easy to sit there and go, oh, it's not this, it's not that.
Go make it then. Do something about it.
Get out there and explore what Weston has to offer rather than running it down.
That's it.
See what we have got.
Yeah.
Rather than what we haven't got.
Yeah, and if there's something there that's not right, do something about it.
So, being the mayor, what are your 3 priorities of your term for Weston?
Okay. So the first thing about the mayor is the mayor has no power.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm just a really shiny ornament, really. Or the way I look at it, I'm the chief marketing officer for the council for a year.
I like that. That is
my job is to market the town council and the town and all the great things about it. Yeah. So I want to see as many people, organisations, stuff as possible. We're going to be putting a letter out to all the primary schools and schools in town saying if there's stuff you want the mayor to come or the mayoral team, we'll be there. Yeah. Just get hold of the civic officer, go on the website, look for the civic officer email, send an invite. We're going to get, one of us will get there. I'll try my best. If not, Owen will be there. We'll be there. I want to see everything. Yeah. So that's one of my big priorities is to get out and see everybody. I want to be accessible. Yeah. So me and Brenda, the mayoress, we're going to do, we're going to be ushers at the Blakey for a show. We're not sure which one yet for the night. I think I'm going to work at the museum for a shift.
That'd be so cool.
I want to go and I want to go around and do some other sort of things in the town. So if people have got things, they say, "Oh, let's get the mayor down to come and see if we come do this today," or go and run the rides on the pier for the day, or work at Pucks. I'm up for anything. I'm game for anything. I really am. I don't mind making a fool of myself, or whatever. I will do anything that helps show a positive side of the town, shows the town off for what it is, and really puts us on the map and makes people realise what a gem we've got here.
I think we should get you in some kind of kebab here. And you go make some the mayor making your kebab.
I eat too much, that's the problem. I can't remember, High Wycombe, I think it was, the former mayor said, when the mayor goes in, they weigh the mayor, and when they come out of office, they weigh them again. If they put weight on, they pay a fine. Yeah. I mean, I'd be in debt. Yeah. I mean, I like my food. I like my diet. I like to be healthy, but kebab fan. But I'll have a go. I know we've got the Lions Beer Festival coming up. I'm spending the week there as mayor, as a Lion myself. I love the beer festival, so I'm going to be there pulling pints behind the bar, running around and with the chains on. It's going to be wicked fun. Yeah. So, and then I'm doing the Mudmaster next year as well, apparently.
Oh yeah.
And I've also got to dress up as a seagull for the football club and a monkey.
That would be so funny.
But my priorities are that, and my priorities are young people as well. I mean, I left school with no qualifications. I've built my own business, done this, gone into politics, done that, and the mayor. it goes to show if I can do it, anybody can do it. But sometimes people need a bit of help and a bit of encouragement. And if I can do that, that's what I would like to do this year. So encourage young people to, don't be put down for, if school's not for you, it's a whole big world out there. It's a small part of your life. Do the best you can. And then when you get out of the big wide world, just work hard and go for it, and you can do anything.
And there is help out there.
And there's loads of help. And you can do anything. And young people are amazing. You see some of the young people, I watched the Pauline Quirk Academy do We Will Rock You the other week. Phenomenal. Yeah. So talented. It's just amazing. And it's great. So young people is really important. And then also my two charities that I've picked. Yeah. So I've picked the Monkey Tree Trust, which is a young charity that helps provide wheelchairs to young cancer sufferers in and around the town and give them that sort of support and their family that support. They're a brilliant charity. So I wanted to pick them because I thought, well, this would give them a real big boost this year. Yes. And we're going to do some videos with them and let them explain a bit more about what they do and their story and everything and really push them this year. And then also the football club have a charity which is Seagulls in the Community. Yeah. Their outreach charity. And I love the football club because the Bliss family have looked after that club for many years. You don't buy a football club like Weston to make money, that's for sure. That is a passion of theirs, and they keep that as a brilliant asset for our town. And then they've got a charity which is now going to push out into the community and do some really good work. And they've started off with a youth club called the Dugout, which is great, getting young people off the street, getting in front of role models like footballers and others. It's brilliant. So working with them as well. So that's a big priority for me this year, is to really push those two charities.
That's fantastic. So you've got a real passion for Weston. I've known you for a bit, and you're always bigging it up. What do you think makes Weston Weston?
Is the people, really. It's a very, very odd place because I've been here for many years. My brother used to run the Windsor Castle pub with coffee and that lot. And James, so I've been around there, been around the Hornets and football clubs and rugby clubs, and so you know a lot of people. And if sometimes it feels like a village, everyone knows everybody. Yeah. But then it's a massive place. Yeah. But then I can meet people that I've known. Here's a really weird one. I became really good friends with Dick Berry from the Lions Club. We run the carnival together. We're a little double act. It's quite trouble. And turns out that he used to be in the police force, and his best mate in the police force was my very close family relatives sergeant. So it works. So there's like family connections like from Barnstable, like small world. And there's weird things like that. You come across people you think you know them from years ago from somewhere else, and it's the centre of the universe. I think
it is,
and it's a very special place. Yeah,
it is, and there's like you say, it's definitely the people, like the community, what make it.
Yeah, it is, and there's such amazing people in the town, and. It's a really lucky, great place to live, and I think, and it is getting bigger, but it's still holding on to that small community feel. I just don't. I can't ever see it losing it. It's I
think it'll always have it.
Yeah, and I think it just and good because that's what it's all about.
It's part of its charm.
Yeah,
isn't it?
And people, and I used to think it's just again what before Mayor John Crockwell used to say was, people used to say run the centre down and say it's dangerous. When do you hear of some elderly person being beaten up in the street in Weston? That's what it doesn't happen, but you don't. It's not that bad, and it's a perception, and it's you look at the crime figures of that. There are issues, but they're not the be and end all. It is a nice place to live. It's a small area. Sometimes you get little problems, but the police are very good, and the community is very good as a whole at sorting things out.
Oh, so definitely.
It is a good place to live. There's a lot worse places to live.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you got that wonderful seafront. So the seafront is what makes Weston Weston.
Of course it does.
A lot of people don't like being associated with the two logos of the seagull or donkey, I suppose, but then also the picture of the pier and that sort of iconic view of Steepholm, the pier on the seafront, and wow,
it gets me every time.
Yeah,
when the tide's in, it's flat. And it's sunny as anything, and you just look out and you look at Steepholm. Yeah. And I always expect it to I always say to my kids, it's a turtle wants to sleep. Oh, yeah. A giant turtle.
It's going to swim off.
Yeah, it's just going to do one.
But it's just an amazing place. Yeah, you've got Breen and all that, and the history of the place is stunning. So it's a very special town. And I am very passionate about it.
I know, that's why it's a great thing to chat about.
That's it. And being mayor of it is a massive honour. Yeah. I mean, it's huge. Still hasn't quite sunk in yet. People say, "Oh, Mr. Mayor," and I just ignored them. And I realised they're talking
like you're looking around, like, who?
Yeah.
What?
And he's like, "Oh, that's me. It's me now. Oh yeah, that's me." But yeah, no, it is massive. Yeah, I love it, and I know I've got a hard act to follow in John, but I'm determined to do it my way and just show off everything that's brilliant about this place.
Are you able to tell us about any up and coming like projects the council's got planned?
So I know. So the town council, Weston Town Council, have taken on the Cllr, which is that, or people call it the carrot. The carrot. It's called the Cllr, apparently. I call it the carrot. That's going to become an information hub, so it's going to have touch screens and information screens and stuff on there to try and show as a hub point of more places where information is, where people can find out what's happening in the town and what's going on, which I think is really key, because that is always the thing that people say, "Oh, nothing ever happened in Weston." And sometimes it is hard to find that information, but that will be a great place to if you're downtown, or actually what's on at the Blaker, or what's on at the Playhouse, or what's on at here, there it is. When's the water park open? It'll tell you all that sort of information as well, what's coming up.
I was at the water park today, and it's had a real. The revamp's amazing.
I want to go and play on it, but they wouldn't let me.
Oh, you need to get down there. It was great. I went down with the kids
rank,
today.
Actually, go under there and playing on it.
Yes, get the bling out. And
go in.
They'll. Are you like to get that wet?
No, they're rugby tackling me. I can see it. Quite funny.
Slide through it.
Want to go on the slide?
Well, no, you can see the difference from the way it used to be. And
we spent a lot of money in there. The town council are doing quite good, investing back in the play areas. We've got a play strategy in a minute, and we're investing back in. We've got Castle Batch Send play area, which is stunning, and it's a brilliant resource for Send children to be able to come and go on. That is amazing. The water park's obviously brilliant. Project wise, we're obviously doing up the town quarry as well at the minute. That's going to be a cultural arts hub, and the future possibilities of doing things there are amazing. I mean, again, me and Dick Berry, we want to put on a last night at the Proms there at some point to raise money for the carnival.
Nice.
But there's a lot of so the quarry's got a lot of very unique nature there as well, which is another big point of it. It's a nature reserve, so you have to pick your time throughout the year when you can do stuff. So it's,
I think, is it Peregrine Falcons?
Peregrine Falcons. Yeah. I think there's one particular sort of grumpy newt or something there. Yeah. There's all kinds of things there, plant life and other stuff as well. And I didn't realise Ellenborough Park as well is another a park that we look after at the town council, and it's a well-being park, and they do yoga and all that sort of stuff in there. Yeah. You'll never get big events in there, because I didn't realise it's, I think, the only second place in the world that's got a particular type of weed that grows there that came on the backpack of an American soldier during the war.
No way.
And I only found out that the other day, and it was like, what? Because I was like, why can't we do this? Well, no, you can't do that. It's a special place. So you think, well, that's a bit different. But it's really good, because it means it's a place which is used for, you can read a book. It's a very sort of well-being, mindful place. It's a great thing for the town for people to use, and people love it. So. But yeah, project-wise, the Cllr is there, and then we've got the town quarry under construction, and there'll be updates coming out when they're both opening.
They'll be opening in your term, I'm guessing.
I hope so.
So you get to open.
So. I think the Cllr definitely. I'm pretty sure the town quarry will as well. So that'll be quite nice. Yeah, to open those two, and and then. But in terms of assets that the town council have got, the museum is amazing. I went there last Friday for the opening of the Terry Pratchett Discworld exhibition. That's a national exhibition
in Weston,
and it's free. Yeah. So if on a rainy day, get in there, go. It is stunning, the pictures and stuff. It's just amazing, and it's free. And it's got a wonderful cafe there. So you can have cream tea or sandwich or lunch as well, and look around the rest of the museum. Some of the mayoral blings upstairs, which is another great thing. We used to have all this silverware and stuff the town's been given for years, locked away in a cupboard. We've now got it on display at the top floor of the museum, so people can actually see it. Yeah. The old mayoral chains and stuff there as well. So.
If people want to get in contact with you, I know you mentioned about you're able to come and open events. How do people get in contact with you?
So if you go on the mayoral website, there is Meet the Mayor, and in there at the bottom there's the email for Rebecca Saunders, who is the civic officer. You send her an email with your request. She'll send you a little form to fill in, which tells you, just ask some specific questions so that we can gauge what kind of event we're coming to. I've got to wear black tie or this or that. So, and then we'll come along and be there, and we'll try and do as many as we possibly can. And I think John did nearly like 300 last year. So,
do you, from mayor to mayor, do you try and beat each other's scores, like events?
Not officially, but do you
reckon?
So we're gonna do it. There is one record. So Ros Willis, when she was mayor, had like 43 cream teas in a year.
Wow!
So I'm like, I'm going to beat that record,
and
I'm going to invite you to the last one. Just to make the point.
Guess what number this is?
But that's one thing we're also doing is if people want raffle prizes, we're doing a cream tea for 4 with the mayor and mayoress at Waterloo Street at the mayor's parlour. As a raffle prize for organisations that want to raffle it off or auction it or whatever. So send those requests in as well. We'll send them out. We've got a cream tea operation in full go, ready to go.
I think I might have to. I'm partial to it.
Oh, well, who isn't?
With your cream tea, do you put jam on first or cottage cream?
Cream. My dad's from Devon, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
if I did it the other way, I'd get slapped.
Yeah. See, my wife, she does it the wrong way, and I do it cream first.
The deputy mayor does it the wrong way.
Does it?
And my dad did tell him off. But he don't know.
And people say, it tastes different. I'm like, I tried it both ways, and I'm like, no, jam's got to be at the top.
It's got to be. It's just civilised.
Yeah. I like that, yeah.
It's civilised.
It's been absolutely fantastic speaking to you, and I've learned a lot about the mayor and how you become, because it's always one of them questions like, how do you become the mayor? Do you just rock up and
appear one day?
Yeah. Look at this.
Oh wow, what's this? Wake up one day, I'm the mayor. It's a bit like that actually. It does feel like that. I'm the mayor today.
Yeah, because you've
gone doing this today as the mayor. I'm pouring my tea as the mayor.
Do you wear just before we go? Do you wear that in your house?
Yeah, in my dressing gown everywhere.
Yeah,
just wear around the house
in the shower
randomly. Yeah. Just, and the neighbours in the garden, cut the lawn.
Actually do it. Yeah.
I've never asked previous mayors actually which mayor has wore it in their pants around the house. One of them's bound to have done it.
Yeah,
they'll never admit it.
No,
I haven't.
Or are you going to be the first one to do it?
I don't know. Maybe.
But yeah, like I say, it's been fantastic speaking to you.
It's been brilliant. Thank you. Ooh.
A few presents for coming on. So we've got the white shades.
I can put them on. Look.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
I wouldn't be able to see, but I can put them on. Just make sure I don't put them on when I go driving. It could be slight trouble.
Oh wow!
Oh, that
suits you. I like it. There's a couple of key rings here. So we've got one with the Straight Outta Weston logo.
Lovely.
And we've got the bottle opener.
Oh wow, that can go in the mayor's office. We'll put that and then put the cup in. I'll put that on my key ring. Actually, no, I can have that. The mayor's office not having it. But the cup,
I've got. If you want to take a few, I've got.
That's wonderful. Thank you. That's amazing.
And then I always say, no guest leaves the studio without the iconic Straight Outta Weston mug.
That will sit in the office for the year I'm there, and I have my tea in that in the office. And
can you send me a picture of that in the?
Definitely.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. That's amazing. Thank you.
That's all right. Thank you for taking the time out for coming on and having a chat with us.
Anytime. Absolutely, anytime.
Are we able to go and check out the mayor's parlour?
We can. We can go around the mayor's parlour and have a little nose, try on the robes.
What's the address for it?
32 Waterloo Street. So it's the old Mercury newspaper building.
Well, apparently it's haunted.
Apparently? Yeah. Who told you that?
A few people. Yeah. So,
seen anything?
Are we able to go and check out your office and your big chair?
Big chair and a big robes, yes.
Right, let's go. Keep watching and we'll show you the mayor's parlour.
Well, hey.
Let's go. Oh, from a foot. So we're here at the council building. I'm here with the Weston Mayor, so we're going to pop in and check it out and have a look behind the scenes of in here. So we're here at the council chamber and our mayor is going to show us around.
I'll show you around. So this is a list of all the ex-mayors from over the years. Look, all their names go up on there. So my name will go in there when I finish my year. We've also got ex-winners of the Mayor's Awards on there as well from over the years. People who've been awarded Mayor's Awards from there. Now this is the chamber. This is where we have council meetings. Members of the public are welcome to come and view council meetings, and they're all published on the website. And there's a lot of history about this building and a lot of history about everything in this room, but I'm not the expert at it. So what I thought was we always keep an ex-mayor in the cupboard just in case.
In the cupboard?
Yeah, in the cupboard. Yeah, we've always got one.
They keep an ex-mayor in the cupboard? Yeah. Let's go and check this out.
ready in the trophy
No
cabinet
way.
where we keep him all the time. He's here. Here's John,
Hey.
and John is the man
Hello.
to give you the history of this building and everything in the cabinet. So I'm going to pass you over to former Mayor John Cropper-Hawley.
Wow, fantastic.
Here is the mace. The mace originally for bashing people over the head.
Oh, was it actually used for like
That's
self-defense?
it. That was used to hit your adversary.
Really?
But nowadays we use them this way round, and on the top you see there is a crown. The crown represents the law, and it means no matter how important a mayor is, he is subservient to the crown, as all politicians in Britain are. The crown, the law, is above all of us. So this is carried ceremonially in front of the mayor, so that he is behind the crown.
There's a medal, a blue medal there. What's
Right,
that
now then, let me... Most of our civic insignia is in the museum.
Oh, okay.
This, I'll just put this one back.
I'm just going to bring the medal out.
There's an amusing story here, and it's his fault. The Carnival Club, as we know in the winter, runs this wonderful carnival in Weston. This person, at the last carnival, got the last carnival's mayor to sit on the leading float.
Yes.
And the leading float was a recovery vehicle.
I remember seeing you.
And I was dressed like Father Christmas, and I'm sure all the kids thought I was Father Christmas, not the mayor. And they have then given this medal to be worn by the mayor, who becomes the president of the Carnival Committee for the ensuing year.
Oh, wow.
So come next winter,
I will be...
Father Christmas here will wear his chain, and he'll wear this
medal
on the recovery vehicle.
Oh.
And I hope he's made to look as completely ridiculous as I was made to look last November.
It was his birthday as well.
Oh, and it was my birthday as well. So.
Oh, nice. But it's really interesting. You've got this. It's like a mini museum, isn't it? But you would never know it's here unless you was in here. But this is fantastic. This is the kind of stuff I absolutely love, like the behind the scenes, and you get to see all this history of our town. Can we carry on with a tour?
Yes.
Really good. Thank you.
This person, Henry Butt, he's the first mayor of Weston, 1937. The town is much older. The town council goes back to the mid-19th century, but it became a borough in 1937, and this gentleman is the first mayor. Henry Butt, he was quite a character. He owned the quarry at Milton. He developed much of Weston. He had a knack of getting money from people. In the days before the NHS, Weston hadn't got a proper hospital, so in 1928, Henry Butt and his wife are on a world cruise, and he goes around with what was called his little black book to all the other very wealthy Americans and people on this cruise, and got enough money from them to come back to Weston to put cash down and say, I've got enough now to build a new hospital in Weston.
Wow.
But that's the way it worked. He was a great character. He was a bit of a rough diamond. He wanted to join Weston Golf Club, but he wasn't quite the right class, so they wouldn't let him in. So he said, okay, if you won't let me join the golf club, I'll go up onto Welbury Hill, I'll buy the hill, and I'll make my own golf club. So Welbury Golf Club is there because he decided the others were too snobby, and he invented a new one.
Wow.
So a character, very much a character. Some liked him, some a bit sort of Marmite. You loved him or you despised him, but he was certainly of consequence.
So there's loads of history on the walls here, and we've got are they medals or medallions, or I'm not sure what they are, but luckily we've got an expert here who's going to tell us.
These are the seals. This is from the College of Arms, the Heralds in London, and this grants Weston-super-Mare its own coat of arms. And these are the seals of the heralds: Garter Herald, Clarenceau Herald, Norraena Ulster Herald. And inside those metal canisters is the sealing wax. So this is the official coat of arms granted to Weston-super-Mare. You can see it. It's a wonderful piece of art. The shield has a castle. It has a sun setting in Weston. It has a boat which represents the harbour at Uphill. The two beasts are the Smiths and the Pigots, who were the Lords of the Manor. Around their necks are two more shields from previous Lords of the Manor. The green hill is Welbury. The little marks there are the representation of the hill fort. This is obviously Flatholm Island with a seagull.
yeah.
That's a bit of a misnomer because Flatholm is in Wales. Steepholm is in Weston-super-Mare, but you know, it's a bit of artistic license. So, but this is the Western coat of arms, and it's very splendid indeed.
It's really interesting. Like I say, we're going to carry on the tour and carry on looking around the council buildings. So even in just the corridors, there's some amazing stuff on the walls again, and we've got this amazing tile work, and Johnny is going to tell us some information about that as well.
Local artist Rosie Smith, many people know Rosie. She does these wonderful tile paintings. She has her own kiln. She fires each tile, so you can imagine how long this takes. And there are these wonderful park scenes. This one here is Prince Consort Gardens, overlooking Burnbeck Pier. Then we've got Grove Park. You can see the remains of Grove House. This is where the Smith Piggott family lived in the days when Grove Park was their front garden. You've got to imagine a big mansion here, the manorial family living in the big house. What is now Grove Park was their front garden. Wilbury Hill, the entire hill, was their back garden. You could go from Weston to Bristol without leaving their land, so they weren't hard up for a bob or two.
No.
And by the end of the 19th century, the family was completely bonkers. They'd run out of cash by the end of the 19th century, and the park and the house became municipally owned.
So the new council building is the old Mercury newspaper building, and they've even left a bit of a homage to Mercury. And we've got, is this a full, is it part of a press?
So it's on this press that the very first newspaper in Weston was printed in 1843. Now the population of Weston was then about 2,000, which is the size of today's Qstoke. So getting things in perspective, it was already a town, but it was still no larger than today's Qstoke. And it's on this. This is the equivalent of today's emailing, today's mobile phones. This is the way news was being published. And the picture behind, this shows the Mercury building as it was. They printed everything here. The lead was pouring, the newsprint was coming in. And this person operating the machine is Jack Dando, Jill Dando's father, who worked in this building.
Wow.
And this is where Jill was a cub reporter before she went off to become of national significance.
Thank you very much for your time. I could literally listen to you all day because this is fascinating, and a lot of people probably don't know about these things we're looking at. So yeah, thank you very much for it. Do we have to put you back in your box?
Put me back in my box. Yeah. Okay. Bring me out again to give another talk.
All right. Bye. So now the old mayor's been put back in his box, we are going upstairs.
So this is the upstairs part of what we call the civic suite. We have this very nice baby gate on there to keep the councils under control.
And I'm annoyingly setting this off.
And we keep setting the door off.
So I'm going to get off of that.
Walk upstairs like we dress. So as we get to the top of the stairs here, you will see the beginning of the Rose Gallery, we call it. Which is all the pictures of the ex-mayors in date order. So John, who you just saw, is going to go there. And I believe I'm going to be tucked away at the top there next to Josh.
Oh, on the top row.
Yeah. Mike is the person I was first deputy mayor to, and then I lost in the election year.
Ah, yes.
And then I came in as deputy John. You've got Councillor Canaverd, Clayton. As we come around the corner here, you will see it continues. Councillor Peake, Armstrong, Willis, Hitchens, loads of Andrew Haller. He's the youngest mayor ever, I think, to date still. And his father will be here somewhere, and his mother, I believe. And yeah, Councillor Porter, Councillor Bryant, and comes all that. And then this young fellow here is a familiar face that you would have just seen. This is Councillor John Crockford Hawley when he was first mayor in 1985 to 1986. So it goes all the way up. The first one is Prosser, 1974 to 1975. Wow. Yeah, all ex-mayors there. And then what we do is when we run out of room, we shift them all up here.
Yeah.
And they go in the museum. and carry on. And if we turn back around, this goes up to the tower.
Yeah.
Sounds exciting, it's really not. It's,
Okay, we'll leave that then.
And there's offices and stuff up here as well. And when the refurb was done, a lot of the staff came in their own time, and councillors, and did a lot of decorating as well to keep the costs down. And decorated the back staircase. Councillor Croptorley did the corridor. But this is the very important room. This is the Mayor's office, or the Mayor's parlour.
The parlour, that's
parlour. So there used to be a bit of house now here, so come on in. So this is it. The main office. A lovely view of Weston.
Oh yeah.
I have names of the ex-borough mayors there on the wall. All on there for everybody. Beautiful view of the boulevard.
Let me show you.
Yeah. We've got lots of artefacts in there. We've got a very important cup that we've just received, obviously, in pride of place
Like that.
Either side of some Hildesheim, because of course we're twinned with Hildesheim in Germany, so a lot of the stuff in here is Hildesheim. We've got the Mayor's desk, where I work. Picture of the King, obviously, picture of the dog. You've got to have the dog there.
Oh.
Sandy.
So, I was going to ask what
Sandy.
We've got
a picture of the previous Mayor there that's currently, he's just keeping an eye on me to make sure I'm doing the job right. He's going to get hung on the wall out there later on. And he's sat on a very important chair that I've brought into the office this year. This is the President's Chair of the Lions Club in Weston-super-Mare, made in honour of Tony Bowring, whose son Lee is still a member of the Lions Club now. And this is what I'm going to be sat on in the carnival this year. I will be sat on this, on the back of some sort of lorry or trailer, pulling me around the carnival basically. In the office here we have many meetings and stuff throughout the merry year, organising, planning things, bringing people in. Me and the Mayoress are very busy in here organising all the events we're planning for the year to raise money for our charities, which we'll be doing some videos on in the next couple of weeks to show people about our charities. We also will be hosting, if anybody's got a charitable organisation they would like a raffle prize, we are doing cream tea for 4 with the Mayor and Mayoress. Just need to contact the civic officer and we'll be hosting you up here. It'll all be done out nice with white linen tablecloth. We'll have a little tour of the building, show you around. And then we'll bring you up here and have an ice cream tea. We've got a lovely, in the cupboard behind you, we've got a lovely China tea set that's there for the town for us to use. Something I purchased for the town council this year as a gift off second hand. And don't worry, there's no alcohol in the drinks can, just Coke Zero.
Fair enough.
Can't drink on the job. And this is all above us. Is all artefacts from Hildesheim. Yeah, lots of little plates and cups that have been gathered over the years. From Hildesheim. I'm very pleased with that. I'm very privileged to be going over there in December, and hopefully they'll be coming over here in March. So so that is the Mayor's office.
Honestly, this has been fantastic. Such an eye-opener. Thanks very much for your time and showing us around. And I'm just blown away with all the history. It's such a fantastic building. It's been really well restored, and
it's been really great for the council because we used to be based in lots of little buildings, and now everyone's in the same building. It's such a better team atmosphere. It's a really nice place to be, and it's lots of history. We're very, very lucky to be based here.
I wish I'd have brought my laptop. We could have done a bit of editing. Oh, thanks.
How about that? Sit at the Mayor's desk.
It's not every day you get to sit at the Mayor's desk with the Mayor here. But no, seriously, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for having me. It's been brilliant, mate.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it, and thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. But cheers, thank you very much. Bye.
Straight out of Weston, shout to the town. Weston-super-Mare, where we hold you down. High energy vibes, we wearing the crown. Podcast kings, no need to frown. Weston-super-Mare, dropping gems, no frontin'. Speaking on the real, keep it thumping. 15 seconds, got the beat pumping. Hit play, now we always up to something.